what's up guys? CryptoMuser here. Just wanted to start this video, with the same message I've been saying during this recent downside price action in the market. When in doubt, zoom out. Start looking at these, higher time frames, the 2-day, the monthly, the weekly. Stop looking at these short-term time frames and stop looking at this market as a day-to-day basis. I know everybody out there is freaking out, losing their mind, saying that, we're going to 20K, we're going to 15K. Bitcoin's dead. It just, how many times have we seen, the death of Bitcoin in this market? I think someone said it was like 400 times we've seen people say that this market is over. Look, this market has obviously changed a whole bunch in the last year and a half. I mean, we have, sports stadiums named after crypto companies. We have, major institutions and individuals that have been adopting crypto and different crypto platforms. We have athletes and musicians and even some elected officials taking portions of their salary in Bitcoin and crypto. We have countries making Bitcoin their legal tender. We have other countries, looking into using, CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. We have the U.S. Federal Reserve that just recently actually put out a white paper, saying, basically saying their intent to use CBDCs in the future. And I could go on and on, with this list. But what I'm trying to get at here is that this crypto revolution is here. And, this train is left. And no one, they can try to stop this, but there's no stopping it now. And the bankers and the government politicians can try all they want, to slow this down. And basically that's what they're doing. I mean, the SEC led by Gary Gensler is on this crusade basically to slow down this movement. And he will fail, guys. He will fail, and these other people will fail. And why is that? Because we, the people, are a strong and decentralized, united crypto community. So remember, why you got into space in the first place. Whether it was, trying to find financial freedom, or just seeing this current flawed financial system for what it is. Just know that we are the early ones in this market. If you look back at the tech boom in the late 90s, early 2000s, who are the ones that benefited from that huge, tech boom? It was the people that were patient, the people that didn't get scared out the market. And there were a lot of people that got scared. And you hear those stories where people, were early investors in Google or Amazon, and they got scared out of the market. People were saying that, oh, this thing's not going to go anywhere. You're crazy. Why would you put your money in this bubble? In a couple of years, no one will be talking about the internet, right? So, you're going to hear this FUD, obviously, about crypto now, and just know that you're in the right place. And just know that you're the early ones in this market. We're at $2 trillion market cap, guys. We're going easily in the next, 5 to 10 years. We're going to, $50, $100 trillion market cap. So just know you're so early in this market. And in a few years, I know we'll all look back on these times and just laugh to think that we ever for a second, doubted our investment in this market. So just wanted to start there, just to give you a little motivation, because I think there's just this doom and gloom attitude out there that everybody's just, very fearful. And, I think I saw in the fear and greed index this morning, I think we're at 11. I mean, it's extreme fear out there, guys. So, stop looking at this on a, day-to-day basis, and just know that, we're in the right place, guys. So let's just start. This first tweet I want to show you guys is along those lines of just to show you how the sentiment changes so quickly in this market. This is Blockchain Backer. He put out a poll. I think so. It was back in November 14th, just like over a month now. So he put out a poll basically saying, what comes next, 100,000 Bitcoin or 20,000 Bitcoin? So back in November. So I'll read the tweet. So back in November 14th, the price of Bitcoin was 65,000. And the results were 64.4% were thought that we were going to 100,000 first. And then 35.6% thought we were going to 20,000. So that was in November. So obviously, the majority thought we were going to 100,000 first. So then he put the same poll out just yesterday, right? And now the price of Bitcoin is 35,000, and the results are basically just totally flip-flopped. Now we have 32.8 for 100,000, and we have 67.2 for 20,000. Both polls received 34 34,000 responses. So that's a pretty good sample size, 34,000. So sentiment has flipped. So it just goes to show that, sentiment can just on a dime just flip like this. I mean, everybody was crying for 100,000 just a month and a half ago, and then we have one bad month of price action, and everybody's crying for 20,000. So it just shows you there's just so much emotion out there, and we can't be this average retail investor that uses emotion to trade, because things can change now. Obviously, in the next month or so, if Bitcoin goes back up to 58,000 or whatever, you're going to see the sentiment change again, and everybody's going to be crying for 100,000 then. So it like I said, people's emotions change so quickly, and the sentiment changes so quickly in this market. So I just thought that poll just really showed how quickly it does change. Moving on. So this goes along the lines of the zoom out I was saying at the beginning of the video. Are you a long-term investor in Bitcoin? Then zoom out and chill out. So, I mean, look at this. I believe this is the monthly time frame. I mean, guys, look at that chart. Does that look like we're going down? Does that look like we're going to zero? Is Bitcoin dead? Is crypto dead? Obviously not. I mean, look at this latest drop in the market. Is just a little blimp on this market, on this chart. I mean, we've seen dips like this. This is a huge dip. We've seen dips like this before, guys. This is nothing in this market. I mean, do you see where this is going? Where do you think? You think it's all of a sudden just going to fall off the chart here? No, it's going to keep going up. Yeah, it will slowly. Obviously, it was going up higher when it first came out because it was just getting adopted. But as this thing gets more and more adopted, you'll see this just slowly keep going up, and then you'll see it probably stabilize, in the next 5 to 10 years and become more of a, a market like the stock market where, you don't see these big, 100 to 1,000%, gains. But we're early now, and we will see those gains in the coming years. So that's why we're here. Guys, remember, we're here for the volatility of this market. We're here for those gains. If we wanted the 2, 3, 4%, 10% gains, we'd be in the stock market. So remember that, guys. Remember why you're here. So moving on. Saw this out there. So just to show you guys, it just wasn't just the crypto market that, got killed in the last, week or so. This was the world markets as a whole. So just, this is Bloomberg. It was a painful week for billionaires as everything from e-commerce to cryptocurrencies to online gaming tumbled. Jeff Bezos shed $20 billion from his fortune. And Bezos loses $20 billion in brutal week for tech billionaires. So, like everybody's saying, oh, crypto's dead. Look at crypto. It went down 50% in the last month. Guys, it hasn't just been the crypto markets. It was the world markets as a whole. These tech stocks got killed. I mean, I saw Peloton stock went down 40%, I believe, in the last month. I mean, we have to remember that it's not just the crypto markets. It's the world markets as a whole. It was, the inflation scares. It was the Federal Reserve chair going out there saying that he was going to higher interest rates and stop the liquidity injections. It's just fear in this market, and the markets will adapt and they will rebound, guys. I promise you that. Not financial advice, but I promise you that we will see a rebound in these world markets. The stock market will rebound. I believe, crypto market for sure. It just doesn't always keep going down. We see a retrace at some point. We'll find its bottom, and we will see a nice grueling, retrace in Bitcoin. And I believe those altcoins, are going to be the assets really to be buying. But just wanted to show you that, it's not just crypto, guys. So just, know that. And another thing I saw, guys, this is so huge. BlackRock. By the way, this is Blockworks breaking. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with $10 trillion, has filed for a blockchain ETF. I mean, guys, I think we just saw, Walmart just come out. They want to start an NFT platform. I said that, in my other video, Charles Schwab wants to start a Bitcoin or crypto fund. Do you think that these huge institutions and these huge asset managers would be getting into crypto if it was a dying market? If crypto was dead, do you think these huge institutions would be getting into crypto? Obviously not, guys. So we got to start looking at this and looking at the big picture, So just wanted to show you that, just to, give you that motivation that this market is growing, with or without us. It is growing, and we just need to hold on. We just need to be patient, and we will be rewarded. So next, this is Blockchain Backer. So thought this was great. Bitcoin is now more oversold on the daily time frame than it was in May and July. And the only other time it has been this oversold since then was the C19 sell-off. So look at this chart. So this is the RSI. So obviously we saw it go up down pretty low, and that was the the May through July sell-off when Bitcoin hit its first all-time high. And then look at this. So this is the only time it's been this low is in the C19, that March of 2020, huge sell-off. And what happened after that? We had basically the start of the bull market. So no, usually when we hit these low times in the RSI, we see an upside, a V-shaped recovery after that. So I don't see us going I think we found the bottom, or this chart is showing us that basically we found the bottom, and we will see a retrace in this market. Coming up next. So just wanted to give you a quick little SEC versus Ripple, quick tweet that Jeremy Hogan put out there. So if you haven't been following this, I put a video out yesterday saying that the SEC basically now is trying to say that Bill Hinman speech back in 2018, where he gave Ethereum a free pass. At first they were saying that it was his personal opinion. He actually was interviewed by Ripple, and he said it was his under oath. He said it was his personal opinion. It had nothing to do with the SEC. And now all of a sudden the SEC is coming out saying that basically it had a lot to do with SEC policy, and they want it to be protected, and they don't want Ripple to see it. So it's unbelievable. So just the SEC won't win this motion, mainly because the evidence it wants to submit is not new. And in my opinion, the purpose is not to hide the emails from the judge. That cat is out the bag. So the judge has already seen these emails. So the judge knows exactly what's in these emails. So it's not the fact that the SEC wants to hide it from the judge. They just want to hide it from Ripple. So he says that leaves 3 possibilities. 1, delay. 2, make a record for appeal. Or 3, delay. So basically what he's saying is this is another way, the SEC is trying to delay this case. That's the only power they have in this case, is to delay. I mean, the discovery phase of this case was supposed to end at the end of August last year. And now we're, at the end of January of the new year, and we still haven't ended the discovery phase. So it just goes to show that, the SEC has definitely been using that card often. And now we've been delayed almost a half a year now. So, how much longer can they keep using this card? And how much longer are they going to test the patience of the judge? So I believe what Jeremy Hogan says here. I think that the judge will, deny this request. And, like I said, I believe this is a smoking gun. I believe there's something in these emails that, they don't want Ripple to see. So, like I said, it could be very interesting in the coming days, weeks, when the judge comes out with their ruling. And, that really just screams settlement in my eyes, because, the SEC really doesn't want Ripple to see these documents. So I really believe that this is the biggest part of this case. And, we will find out in the coming weeks. Last thing I want to show you guys. So this is a CoinDesk article. Professor Gensler gets an F on crypto. The antagonistic SEC doesn't serve crypto or U.S. consumers, argues the Competitive Enterprise Institute's Paul Josie. So it's just great to see more. I mean, I know this is just CoinDesk, a crypto news article, but, I've seen articles in Forbes magazine, some in Bloomberg. Obviously, we know the Fox Business crew out there covering this case. It's just good to see that. I feel like more people are starting to, pay attention to Gary Gensler and the SEC and what they're doing with crypto. I think at the beginning of this case with Ripple, I think a lot of people out there were like, oh, that's just Ripple, that's XRP, my crypto's fine. The SEC can't do anything with my crypto. But, people are starting to get the picture that, the SEC and Gary Gensler is coming after everything. So it's just good to see that, other news outlets, calling him out for the for for him to be hurting investors the way he is. It just hurts U.S. innovation. It hurts U.S. investors. It hurts world investors, and they should be caring about that too. So just wanted to show this real quick at the end of the video, just to show you that people are starting to catch on to this, and the SEC will be stopped, I believe. And in every video, I'll say this again and again: cryptolaw.com, connect to Congress. Guys, 15 seconds out of your time, write your Congress people, stop this man, because he is only going to try to hurt your investment. So I'll end it there, guys. Just remember, I am not a financial advisor. Please don't take anything I say or write as financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe, guys, so I can get this channel going. I'm working hard for you guys. I'm trying to get out a video a day just to get the news and the events out to you guys. So if you like the content, like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.